Okay, in this video, I'm going to show you how to set up source control. Let's say if you already created a project. So I'm going to go ahead and create a project that does not have source control. So we could use our hello world. You could just, if you already have a project, you could bring it underneath source control. So let me just go ahead and do a new one. And I am going to create. Now, remember, you got to use the proper location where you're typing this, but I got to show you where you guys are doing it. Okay, so let me just do hello world. Okay, so if I'm doing the hello world, I have my hello world project. I'm going to open it up in this window. Okay, and I am typing system.out.println hello println, and I'm doing world. I'm not trying to do a really complex program just so you can see what we're doing. Okay, so we have a project, and it's called Hello World, and it's currently not under any type of source control. Okay, so I think I can get to it from here too. Reveal in Finder. Okay, so there is my project. I have that source. I got all of my stuff, the .idea files, all of those pieces, all of those were in there. So I have it, but I'm not currently tracking any changes, and I want to be able to track changes. So it doesn't matter at what point you created it, but I could come here into GitKraken, and I can click on the folder, or I could click on File, and I want to init a repo, okay? Because I'm creating it for the first time. So this is where it becomes a little bit tricky, because I'm going to need to initialize this folder, this hello world, okay? I don't want it to say test. I need it to say hello world. So I use the browse to find it, to initialize in here, but it's automatically going to add another part to the full path. So what I need to do is I need to actually delete that off with the / and put it here. I'm not going to put anything in the name. I'm just leaving it like this, and I go ahead and click create repo. If I do it like that, okay, it's going to show all the files that I already have. Okay. Okay, so let me show you the wrong way to do it just so you guys can understand. So let's say that you created a project, and I'm just going to call this one I'm going to create the folder too from here. So hello world wrong way. Okay, and I go ahead and click finish. All right, so now I have my project. I've created it. I created it directly from here, and I'm trying to bring it under source control. So let me just type up that line. This is the wrong way to pull a folder into source control. Okay, so if you end up doing this the wrong way, and right now we're not really tracking any changes, we want to initialize. If I go to initialize in and I find that folder, so this one right here, the hello world wrong way. Okay, if I give it a name and I do hello world wrong way, okay, notice that it's adding it onto here. Okay, so it's initially doing it in that hello world, but because I am typing more for my full path, either directly here or here, when I create the repository, I do not see that any files have been done. Okay. The reason is because it is one folder deeper than the actual project folder setup. So this is the wrong way. If you're initializing, you need to make sure that it's pointing to the correct folder structure. So if I was trying to put the commit in the correct place, so I realized that I did it in the wrong place, and I'm looking for it here, and I want it. This is right here for the hello world wrong way. That's my source control folder, but it is one deeper than the actual project file. So what I need is I need it to point to the hello world, this folder right here where I have my source and stuff. Okay, so if I do it this way, I need to delete off here. Okay, I need to delete off and then create the repository. So it's pointing to the correct folder. So it needs to, if I have hello world wrong way already on here, I cannot add it anywhere else. So if I do it now and I made that change, I technically have two resource repository folders. I have one which is the folder itself that is holding my stuff, and then I have this other one that is incorrect. Okay, so this one is the one that I would not need because it's not going to track stuff from this source folder because it's at the same level. It needs to be above it. So I am tracking all changes inside of this folder, not inside here. If I actually looked, see how this is my source control one, that is actually the wrong one. It is now, because I did it the right way, now it is actually tracking that change. So I can actually delete that folder because I don't need it anymore. So I could delete that one. I still have the one here, which shows me, otherwise this would go away. And if it was completely deleted, it wouldn't show up there anymore. Okay. Sometimes if you end up having issues with GitKraken, you may end up having to close and reopen. If it sometimes takes a while to load and you're just seeing the Kraken, go ahead and close it and then reopen it. Okay. Make sure you are doing it the right way and not the wrong way. All right.